Good morning, my dear students. Today I have come up with some of the important programs related to looping. The same program you can do using a for loop also, and same program you can do using a while loop also. But there are some programs which we prefer a while loop. Let's start. Write a program to display the table of entered number. In units also you are confused with the entered number means we will allow the user to enter the number. So class C the program. In this first of all number is entered and there is a variable used that num, and for while loop initial value I have given 1, final value as 10 and increment as 1. So first of all num into 1, this will get display equals to num into 1. After that there will be an increment of 1 and it will become 2 again this value that is 2 is smaller than equals to 10. So num 12, then 2 ja equals to num into 2. So same it will continue to process. This I have made you do using a for loop. So class see the answer will be like this. I have used a display method in which I have given num first, then multiply will get display, then a will get display, then equals to will get display, and finally num into a will get display. That is 12 multiply 1 equals to 12 into 1, that is 12. So I have used the display method here. Now class very important program, that is a Fibonacci series. In this is a series which include these type of things, these type of numbers. If you see the number properly, you see that first number, second number, then third number is the sum of these two, that is 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. Next 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 1 plus, next is 1 plus 2 equals to 3, and so on. So class in this we are going to make a program in which we give the limitation till where it should end. So class C, first of all I have taken two variable a and b and I have displayed these two variable. After that c is equals to 0, we have to give a initial value to c, that's why I have given 0. So this is 0, this is 0, and after that c is smaller than 100, I have given the limitation for it. So first of all value of a and b will go as 0 and 1. After that c will get display, and then comma will get display. This 0 will come from here, this line, 1 will come from this line. After that 0 plus 1, that is equals to 1, will come in this line. Now next I have given a swapping method little, that now we have got c, so this should become a and this should become b. So means I want my b to become a, so I have written a is equals to b. I want my c to become b, so I have written b is equals to c. Next time 1 and 1 is my a and b, so again we enter to this, still c, it will check with c is 1, so it will run. So 1 plus 1, now the output will be 2, 1 1 and 2. So output is 2, a plus b is 2. Now again we will change this b to a and this c to b. Again the program will run, c is still smaller than 100, so again it will continue to run. So class see the dry run of it. In dry run I have taken a as a variable, b as a variable and c as a variable. Initially value of a is 0, value of b is 0, and value of c will become a plus b, a plus b. Next time we exchange the value of b will be given to a, value of c will be given to this, and the sum of these two will become 2. Again value of b will be given to this, value of c will be given to this, and 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. Again value of this will be given to this, and value of c will be given to b. 2 plus 3 equals to 5. It will go till the value of c will be smaller than 100. Now class, in this program what will happen, see the output. At last it is coming 144 also. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay, all okay, but at last it is coming 144. How? Because when value of c will be 89, when value of c will be 89, it is still true, and then the sum will be taken, then the print will be taken, so print will be there. But after that 144 will come, it will check again and it will see that value of c exceeds the 144, so after this it will not come. So this is the thing. So class, you have to view this video again and again, you will come to know. Now next is write a program to check whether a number is prime or not. Very important program. Plus in this program I have taken a number to be entered. Then what I did the flag variable I have taken. Flag variable is nothing, it is just a variable. We can take x, y, z, anything. Flag variable, here I want to say we use name as flag, because value of this flag variable when value of means the whole program is depending on this flag variable or a variable, we name it as a flag variable. So you can give any name, that's not a problem, but here the flag variable we have given because it is very important. Whole program is depending on this. So class, first of all I have used a concept. 5 is a prime number. Why? Because it is not divisible by 2, it is not divisible by 3, it is not divisible by 4. Means it is divisible only by 1 and 5, it is not divisible by these three numbers. So I have used this concept. What I will do, I will divide 5 by all the number 2, by 3, by 4. If it is divisible by any of the number between 1 and 5, then it is not a prime number. So this concept I have used. So for this I have taken initial value as 2, as 1 to 5 we have to check with 2 to 4. So 2 is my variable, 2 is my first value. Now I have to run till 4, 2 to 4. So that's why a is smaller than 4. Num that is 5, so smaller than 5, that is 4. Now value of num is 5, value of a is 2. So 5 mod 2 is not equals to 0. So this will not run. Flag variable, value of flag variable will not increase. It will remain 0. Now value of a will get the increment and it will go return to this loop again. Now value of a is 3, because we have got the increment. Now it will divide num. Now it will divide num, that is 5 mod 3 returns 0. No, it will not return 0. So again flag variable will be 0 only. Value of a will again get increased. It will become 4. Now 5 mod 4. Again it is not equals to 0. So this condition again fails. So flag will not increase. Now a will get the increment, it will become 5. So 5 is smaller than 5. This is a false condition, so loop will terminate. Finally, what is the value of flag? Value of flag is 0. So it is a prime number. 5 is a prime number. So I have made two outputs for you. 5 is a prime number. How? See, I have made a will run from this to 2 to 4 because my number is 5. I have to check from 2 to 4. So this condition is false, this condition is false, this condition is false. There is no increment in the value of flag, so it is a prime number. So next is 6. 6 is not a prime number because when 2, 3, 4, 5 will be divided by num divided by a, the it will return 0, so true condition, so value of flag will increase. Again divided by 3, it is again a true condition, so it will become 2. But for 4 and 5 it will remain 0, but value of flag is increases to 2, so it has become finally 2. I have written wrong here, it should be 2. So value of flag is 2 finally. Here there is an increment, here there is an increment, no increment, but still it will remain 2, still it will remain 2. So now finally when this program will run here, it will check in this point what is the value of this flag. The value of the flag is 2, that is not equals to 0. So this condition is false, this is a true condition. So class, these program you have to do today, and you try and do, and wherever you find a problem you ask me. That's all class.